This. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Another one down in the meth end of town. How's it going, everybody? It's Monday. No fancy editing. No crappy harmonica intros. Just straight up fucking Monday morning. Hope you're all good and well and getting ready to have a good week. The last video I put up, I haven't been around too much this weekend, but last video I put up was the 40-minute long video of Hurricane Charlie playing. We played this past Saturday night at the Twisted Wheel in Peterborough. And it was a gas, man. It was a totally good time, you know. It's funny, I've been playing a lot of, like, all my gear is broken, you know, and I've never really owned a guitar amp of my own, for real. You know, I've had guitar amps on loan for a while, but yeah, I used to use a big old trainer, a double speaker trainer, 2 10-inch speakers, I guess, and yeah, I traditionally went for like a kind of, like, it's funny, Kurt commented he's really digging my more cleaner sound with Jill. And that's actually more traditionally the sound I would have with Jill. I never ever use effects pedals. Never. I've only used effects pedals for two things in my whole life, and those have been scoring, doing theater music or dance music. You know, that's a different bag, right? So, yeah, I always kind of went for like more of a natural distortion, you know, not so much a crunch like a heavy metal distortion, but more like just overdriven tubes, you know, and reverb. We'll crank up a little reverb on there, maybe up to 1.5, you know, and that's the kind of sound I went for, you know. I like distortion, but I like it to be natural if it can be, you know. So that was really cool. Yeah, I got to play a fucking great setup. I got to play this old Vox double, like, twin 10-inch Vox amp, which is like, Vox are not known for their dirty sound. They're known for that clean, jangly, reverby sound, you know. So that was really cool. And the guitar I got to use was this beautiful Telecaster that Jill owns. It's just one of the nicest guitars I've ever played in my life. You know, it's funny, like, I've always been an SG guy when it comes to electric guitars. The only guitars I've ever really owned are SGs and Les Paul copies, or like Gibson style copies, you know, like double humbucker setups, you know. Like, I once had a E335 copy by some Japanese company, you know. It was awesome, but it got lost by the wayside. But I've always had SGs. I've owned like 4 of them, I think 4 or 5 of them, and I've had to sell them all for fucking rent money. And the one I still have, the neck's broken off it, and the fucking wiring's fucked on it, and so I can't really play it. But fucking what? Yeah, I had a fucking a Harmony Flying V for a long time. Now, the very first electric guitar I ever owned was a Harmony Flying V. That was the very first electric guitar I ever owned. Up until then, I had a Goya Dreadnought acoustic guitar with like the action this far off. It was like the worst guitar for a teenager to have to learn how to play guitar on, but that's what I had. And but yeah, I got my first electric guitar. I won it at a punk rock show. We went to see this band called Scream play that we used to see all the time, and a bunch of pals of mine, this band called the Bahama Nine, they opened up the concert, opened up the show. And they always had goofy giveaways. You know, they'd take like Beach Boys records and they'd scratch out the Beach Boys name and write Bahama 9 and pass them out, give them out as their records, you know, stuff like that, you know. And but they always had goofy giveaways, and they had whoever could do the best stage dive got a free electric guitar, brand new electric guitar. So I was like, oh, fucking easy done, man. So I did some, you know, I was into skateboarding, and one thing we used to do is do like skateboard tricks off the edge of the stage, like do like hand plants and shit, and then launch off into stage dive. It's fucking, those times were crazy, man. I can't do that shit no more. But anyway, I won the best stage dive competition, and so they gave me this old Harmony electric guitar that was like, had no tuners, had no bridge, no strings, obviously. It had pickups. You could, you know. Anyway, so I took it home and I plugged it in just to, and I had a little amp at the time, and I just plugged it in to see if the pickups worked, and the pickups worked. So I thought, I can fucking fix this. So I stole all the fucking tuning pegs off my stepfather's banjo and set it up with tuning pegs. I must have got a sixth one, so maybe I stole them off of two banjo. I don't know. He had a bunch of shitty old fucking crappy instruments in the basement. But I stole a bunch of tuning pegs off my stepfather, basically. And I made a bridge out of a chunk of wood and a big old nail, and fucking strung it up, man. And it played like a monster, played like a motherfucker. And I wish I had it still, you know. But my roommate in 1990, he smashed it in a drunken fucking idiocy move. So that was kind of a drag. But anyhow, years later, walking downtown Peterborough, I walked by the Hawk Shop, and I walked in just to look at the guitars, and they had the exact same Harmony Flying V model that I had owned in the early 90s before I moved to Peterborough. And so I asked the guy, it was like $200 or something, and yeah, I asked, I said, you know, dude, I only got $70 in my pocket, but I need that guitar. And he was a fan of the Diplomats. So he said, he was like, for you, dude, $70 is cool. It was a really fucking cool move the guy made. So, paid to be Hunter Street famous, I guess, that day. So, but yeah, anyway, I hope you dig the video of Hurricane Charlie playing. We fucking laid it out, man. We laid it on the floor. You can't see close-ups or nothing, but I got fucking spit flying everywhere. It's gross. And I just put up a video of my little daughter singing her song Boopy too. But anyhow, I'm gonna split. I'm getting people messaging me, so I gotta get on that. But I hope you all have a good Monday, good start to the week. I'm gonna be doing lots of music this week, and I hope you're all good and well. Be well, stay free, have a great day.